Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Italian Self-Storage Conference 2025. I'm very pleased to be here today with Alberto Serrano Rivas. Alberto,
Thank you very much.
A great man, a great friend, and a great Spanish operator. So, Alberto, maybe you can explain something about your experience and then when you start.
Okay, well, Cesare, I'm very happy to be here with all the Italian people. I'm very happy to participate tomorrow in the Italian conference, and thank you very much for thinking that I can be giving something good for the audience. I started in self-storage in 2012. I opened my first facility in South Spain, in Malaga. And like 13, 14 years ago, I saw this business that it was very well developed in big cities of Spain, like Madrid, Barcelona, but also middle-sized cities with the same population or even less than Malaga, like Sevilla, Vigo, Valencia, Bilbao. But in Malaga, it didn't exist. So that's why my wife, Leti, and me, we thought it was a good idea to start. And that's how we started.
And then you had a great success, and then you have 6 facilities. How many facilities do you have?
I have 8 at the moment.
8 at the moment, great.
In two cities.
In two cities.
Yes.
Spain is a great market. We know that in Spain you have more than 2,000 maybe facilities. Maybe you can explain something about this incredible growth.
Okay. In Spain, there is something that has been happening in the last 2-3 cycles. Every cycle is 7 years.
Yeah.
And every 7 years, it has doubled the size. So in Spain today, there are about 2,000 facilities, but 7 years ago, it was 1,000 facilities. And 7 years before, so 14 years ago, it were 500 facilities. In my opinion, in the next 7 years, so in 2032, we will have something like 4,000 facilities. And this number of new players, it doesn't really affect, at the moment it has not happened, it doesn't really affect the price. So price, they keep on being higher because the price of the houses are going up, more people are divorcing, more people are working from home, new hobbies, new sports. Every change in the life is good for self-storage. What storage doesn't is that people don't.
And then looking from the Italian side, seems incredible. Mm-hmm. And then in Italy, we have right now more or less 200 facilities. And then every time that I speak with some operator, they are afraid about the future, the new competitor coming on the market. And then you are telling us that probably in Spain, you will double in 7-year time the size of from 2,000 to 4,000. So what do we have to expect for the Italian market, in your view, in your opinion?
Yes. Okay, in my opinion, Italian market, it has maybe something like 20 more million people than the Spanish market. It also has a lot of mobility, especially after COVID. More people are divorcing, more people are having new babies, more people are working from home, more people are starting new hobbies, starting golf, starting windsurf or whatever. So maybe the problem is not that there is not enough people that they wanna use self-storage. Maybe the problem is that people don't know that self-storage.
The awareness you mean.
Yes, I think that's the main issue, because also many of the old buildings, they don't have storage basement. So they don't know that.
So the new operator will help the old operators to grow the awareness of the products.
Yes, and it will start for sure in big cities. So if you compare Italy with Spain, in Madrid and Barcelona, almost 40-50% of the people know that self-storage exists. If you go to smaller cities like Malaga or Almeria, where we operate, it's less than 20%.
Just to give us a number, how many facilities are there in Malaga right now? 130. 100?
130. It's half a million people.
130, half a million people. So a city that is 1/4 of Milan has 130, and then probably in Milan we have 25 or 30 something. That sounds incredible.
Okay, there are two big differences. In Malaga, half of those 130 facilities, they have 50, 60 doors. They are not very big.
That means boxes,
And the second thing is that we get a lot of tourism from Europe. Like Malaga is a destination from...
anyway, 25, 30 from Milan to compare to Malaga is still a big number. Probably in Milan we can have 50 without no problems at all.
And I'll tell you that in Malaga, these 130 facilities, 110 of those 130 are 100% occupied. So they are full. They don't raise prices, they don't work.
So we can tell to our Italian friends not to be afraid or not too scary about the market compared to the coming and then growing and so on.
No, I would, if I were Italian, I would invest in Italy. I think there is a big
now,
opportunity.
as you have a so big experience as an entrepreneur in self-storage, maybe which could be a good piece of advice to give to a new operator, a small operator, a small entrepreneur. I mean, you know what I'm meaning.
Yes. Okay, I think a lot of times about these questions, it's not easy. But the worst thing that can happen in the industry is a price war. Don't start a price war. If you are competing in the same street, in the same neighborhood as another competition, try to differentiate in everything except price. I will give you 5 ideas very fast. Differentiate in quality, security, in the beautiful facade, in service, in big parking, in wide corridors, in wide doors, in light inside your unit. Differentiate in everything except in price. Don't touch the price, because if you go in a price war with another competitor, there is only one winner, only one, which is the final consumer.
Yeah. And the banks also. Listen, and then just 3 advices to help the new entrepreneurs that are scouting or looking for facility, how to find or to choose the best opportunity.
Okay. In my opinion, the most interesting place to start your new facility is not to rent, is not to buy, is to rent, but with an option to buy it. That's it's not easy to get. It's not easy. But if you can get this kind of a place to start your first or whatever facility, that's the best option, the winning option, because you can start renting it. And after 5 years, that you know if that business works or not, you can buy it.
But it's also correct that they have to think to build facility. I call them plug and play. I mean, with the idea to sell, to having an exit idea in order to build, since from the beginning, the right facility with the right structure and equipment.
Yes, that's true. I mean, you have to...
And also the permission and so on.
You have to have the licenses. Yes. And this other second thing that I really like is that in the world, but in Italy and in Spain, now are starting to retire the people that are in the baby boom. And many of them don't have the second generation that take their business. So there are some opportunities that you can buy for very, very little price. Existing self-storage facility from a person that he wants to retire and he has no second generation that wants to work there. And you can buy that for lower price or even pay them.
I'm ready to come to Gran Canaria to buy some funds to retire there. Listen, speaking about the future, a few days ago in Barcelona, in the wonderful events that you host, we spoke quite a lot about AI, new technology, and what else? What else? The future?
Okay, I think that in the future, self-storage will be something similar to a supermarket or a fitness center. So you will have 1 or 2 or 3 in every neighborhood. That will happen. Maybe most of them will not have reception because you will not need reception, same as a parking. And yeah, that will happen in my opinion in first world countries like Italy and Spain. And about AI, I'm not sure because there is a lot of room to grow in technology wise, and I'm not sure how easy will the old self-storage companies will adapt to new technologies. We are still using padlocks.
I see. And then final question that is something that we continue to ask within the organization and companies and operator. Price online, sales online, booking online, the full process to sell the self-storage, the unit online, yes or no?
So regarding with the pricing, online prices, we have to take in mind that we are in a very ancient industry and it moves very slowly because, as we were talking before, there is not much competition yet. But if you, for example, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you could not rent a hotel room by internet or by, you had to call the telephone, even you had to go with your bag to the reception because and ask for the price. 0 hotels in the world, they show on their prices. But now, especially after booking.com, after hotels.com, after googlehotels.com appear, all the hotels, they show their prices. Will that happen the same in self-storage? I'm sure it will sometime. If in the United States, that is a more developed self-storage wise country than Spain or Italy, most of the facilities, they show the prices. Why? Because there is a lot of competition. They have, I don't know, 70,000 facilities and many big ones. So it helps your position in Google and in ChatGPT. If you show more information, you improve your ranking. So maybe not in the next 5 years, but in the next 10 years, 15 years, maybe we will see that everybody must show their prices.
Cool.
Who knows?
So thank you very much, Alberto. It was very nice to speak about the self-storage with you. And then, my friends, go to YouTube and look for Alberto. He has more than 200,000
subscribers.
And then also in Instagram and TikTok, Facebook. So please do it because you will discover something very curious and interesting about our industry. Thank you and bye.
Thank you very much, Cesare. Thank you, Italy. Thank you.